Tim from Tennishead here. Today we are testing the new ASICS Gel-Resolution 9. We are delighted to be joined by Michelle, who is a professional tennis player. Michelle, tell us a little bit about your tennis upbringing, your career, so that the followers know all about you.
Yeah, sure. I have played tennis since I was 4 years old. I originally started in the Netherlands, and then when I was around 11 years old, I moved to England and started competing nationally in England until I turned 18 and I started going pro.
And your world ranking right now?
It's 850 ITF, yeah.
Okay. We're delighted to be joined by Chirag, who is a top player from the UK, who's agreed to try out the shoes for us. Chirag, could you tell us just a little bit about your own tennis playing first, so we get an idea of your level?
Yeah, I was competing, playing some futures last year, and obviously before that, but I had a few injuries around summer last year, so then I had to take about 6 months off. But at the start of 2023, I've decided to pick it back up again and start competing again.
And Michelle's a serious tennis player, so we thought, let's get a serious tennis player to test some serious shoes. So we've got the Gel-Resolution 9. These shoes the Gel-Resolution is designed for a baseline grinder. Basically, the sort of player who likes to play from the back of the court. They want the flexibility to move side to side, but they also want the stability and the support. So firstly, when you first took these out of the box, what was your initial feedback on the design?
I think they're very pretty. I like to play with white shoes, and I like that has a little bit of pop with the purple. So I thought they were really pretty.
So firstly, when you first took them out of the box, what's your view on the design and the colour scheme?
I like the design quite well, specifically this kind of new bit that they've added here. It's actually quite cool. It's a cool looking shoe. Yeah.
Is it right, so you've not worn ASICS shoes before?
No.
Okay, what's your normal shoe you wear?
I wear Nike Vapor.
Nike Vapor, okay. What shoe do you normally wear when you're playing?
I normally wear the Solution Speeds.
Okay,
ASICS
so you're an ASICS
Speeds.
player.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Now, have you worn a Gel-Resolution before you tried these?
I've worn the previous model, which were the Gel-Resolution 8s.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was but you wear the Solution Speed, the normal
Yeah.
for playing. So how come you chose Solution Speed over Gel-Resolution 8?
I felt for me that it was easier to kind of stay on my toes a bit more. I felt like the first step was a bit quicker as well, off of the ground. Yeah, they were just a tiny bit more comfortable as well. Just a tiny bit, yeah.
I mean, we've watched you play, and you're quite an all-court player. Yeah. You like to come to the net and move around, so that does say that maybe the Solution Speed is the shoe for you. So, when you first tried these on and actually slipped them onto your foot, what was the initial feedback on the fit and the comfort?
I thought they fitted perfectly. They're very supported. It has a nice cushion in it. I noticed that it's quite a flat shoe, which I quite like, so it was nice.
You tried on the shoe. Initial feedback on a brand new pair of Gel-Resolution 9s for comfort?
Definitely comfortable. I mean, I used to wear other brands beforehand, but ASICS in general, Gel-Resolution 8s, Solution Speeds, all of them that one, they're very, very comfortable shoes. Yeah, these were the same. Definitely felt comfortable when I put them on first time, yeah.
Good. Now, you are a UK 7 and these are a UK 7. So in terms of the trueness of the fit to your size of foot, what do you think?
I think this is exactly a size 7.
Okay.
It fit perfectly, yeah.
Good. So then what we did is we got you doing your warm-up as normal. And how was your feeling on the weight and the flexibility of these shoes?
I thought it was really nice. It felt like very natural, like it fitted around my around my foot immediately, and it felt quite supportive, so I could move around very comfortably without being worried about my ankle or anything like that.
And then compared to your usual Nikes, do you find these heavier, lighter? Do you think they're more flexible? What's the main differences?
I think these are a bit heavier than the Nike Vapors, and they're a bit more firm. I think the Nikes are a bit soft, but I actually prefer the firmness because it makes me feel a bit more comfortable running side to side, you know?
Okay. And then you stepped out on the court and you were hitting ground strokes where, this is where the Gel-Resolution, should come into its own for the sort of baseline players. Did you feel that support and that comfort and that confidence when you were going side to side at the back?
Yeah, definitely. When you're grinding away at the back, I felt that these gave you a bit more durability as well. You felt like when you're wearing the shoes, you could go on and on and on, that type of feeling. yeah, I definitely felt that for sure.
So then we took you out onto court, you started hitting shots from the baseline. So initial feedback when you were actually having to do that dynamic movement that you would on a tennis court?
Yeah, it was good. Like I said, I felt comfortable. So the shoe felt really supported. My ankle wasn't moving around a lot at all. And yeah, it felt really nice overall, I thought.
Okay, so these shoes have a one-piece sole. The reason for the one-piece sole is to create that really close contact with the court and also allow sliding. So do you slide at all on hard courts?
I wish I could. I can't, but I mean, I'd love to try.
You like to slide about even on a hard court.
Yeah.
These shoes, you know, you see someone like Berrettini and Swiatek wearing these exact shoes, who they also like to move around. Did you find that in this latest version, in the Resolution 9, that you could still do that movement?
Yeah, definitely. I felt that in general, they're with the rubber that they have, they're just a tiny bit more easier to slide, which I like as well. They're a bit more squeaky as well. But yeah, I definitely felt when you're trying to move, and you're going into wide spaces and stuff, these felt, pretty stable and pretty comfortable.
In terms of the contact with the court and how safe you felt when moving around, what did you get from these?
I thought they were really good. Yeah, definitely would recommend them if you're someone that has a bit of a weak ankle. I think they will support your feet very well.
So this is the shoe worn by Iga Swiatek, who is the sort of ultimate baseline player. What sort of style do you play? Is it close to hers, or are you more attacking? Or?
I personally attack a little bit more, but I also like to play at the baseline, so I try to attack from the baseline. So yeah, a little bit similar, but maybe a bit more aggressive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you were being aggressive coming to the net on these, did you feel you had the flexibility to sort of push forwards and back like you needed to?
Yeah, for sure. I felt really comfortable doing that, and like I said, very supported.
So in terms of the cushioning, these have a flight foam in them, which is an ASICS material which promotes comfort and bounce. Did you get that from these?
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed straight away when I put them on, that they're very cushioned, and my foot felt very comfortable in it.
As a pro, you're buying a lot of shoes, I expect, because you're wearing them out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
These come in at £140 recommended retail price.
Yeah.
If you're a pro, how does that come across as a price for these?
I mean, I think that they're obviously cheaper than other ASICS models, but I mean, it depends on the type of player that you are and what you're looking for in a shoe. I think that it's all relative to how you play on the court. I think £140 in general is a price, considering ASICS, in my opinion, they do last you, even playing at a level where you're playing hours a day, they do still last you longer than other shoes I've worn. So yeah, I mean, I still recommend them. Yeah.
And for the club players who are watching this, they may be buying shoes every 6 months or so. The Gel-Resolution is supposed to be the most durable of the ASICS shoes. So yeah. Would you still recommend that paying £140 is a good investment? Yeah,
definitely. I mean, if you're playing at a club level and you're playing more for fun and stuff, you're trying to get things that will last you a long time as well. And I think that, I mean, if you're looking for that for durability as a club player, this is definitely the right choice. Yeah.
An important question is about price. Now, as a pro, how often do you go through your shoes?
I go through my shoe around every 4 weeks, 4 weeks I would say.
So you're buying a lot of shoes?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
And people probably don't realise, but as a pro who's ranked 800 in the world, are you buying your own shoes, or is someone giving you shoes for free?
I'm buying my own shoes,
okay,
yeah.
Fine. So you're quite price sensitive?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the recommended retail price for these shoes is around £140. How do you think that's a fair price for the quality of the shoe?
Yeah, I actually think that's pretty decent. It's a bit higher than what I am used to paying, but I think it's worth it for the quality of the shoe.
Yeah. And so imagine if you were an amateur player, a club player, who maybe wasn't going through shoes every 3 or 4 weeks, maybe every 3 or 4 months. Would you be tempted to buy these?
Yeah, for sure I would. Yeah, they feel really good and supportive, so I don't think you'll get through these as fast as I would. So I would definitely invest in it.
Great.